Right, as far as the reason for the horrific tragedy and really the exact sequence of how the tragedy had taken place, now Times Now has accessed the supervisor's note to the Railway Ministry. This is a Times Now exclusive. This is the Observer's report, a preliminary report which has been accessed by Times Now. In fact, the report talks about how exactly the derailment had taken place and how exactly the sequence of the accident really had taken place. My colleague Deepak is joining us on this big scoop. Deepak, over to you. Take us through what the supervisor's note says and also how did this tragedy exactly unfold?
Right, Meenakshi, what we have here is the exclusive note of the supervisor, and this has been submitted to the Railway Ministry. And here, this is the conclusion of their initial report, where we said that we, the undersigned, after careful observation, came to the conclusion that signal was given and taken off for up main line for Coromandel Express, but this train entered into the up loop line and dashed with the goods train which was on the up loop line and derailed. In the meantime, 12864 passed through it, which is the Bengaluru Sharjah Express, passed through the main line and rammed into the two coaches of it, and then again they were derailed and the coaches capsized. To explain it to our viewers, these two are the main lines, the middle two lines are the main lines, and the signal was given for the Coromandel Express to pass through the main lines, but unfortunately the Coromandel Express went to the up loop line, and this is exactly where the goods train was parked, and hence the Coromandel Express rammed into the goods train and the coaches capsized and derailed.
Absolutely. So as far as the sequence is concerned, as Deepak was explaining us, let's also simplify this for our viewers. So the ill-fated Coromandel Express was going on the main line. The main line is the main route or the line on which a train needs to travel, but then it somehow went to the loop line. Now, why it went to the loop line, that's something which still needs to be ascertained. What we have is only a preliminary report. It looks like in the preliminary report that the Coromandel Express went to the loop line where there was a goods train which was already parked. It was stationary, and that's when the first collision happened, and then there were some bogies of the Coromandel Express which had flung or rather derailed and gone to the other main line, which is where there was a super fast train which was passing by, which also led to the damage of 3 to 4 more bogies. So that's the latest as far as the entire sequence of event or exactly how this terrible tragedy had taken place is concerned. This is of course based on the preliminary report which has been accessed by Times Now. This report has been accessed by my colleague Mayank, who's also joining us with more details of the supervisor's report. Mayank, over to you. Help us understand what does this note say, and what do we know now about the sequence of event or how exactly this tragedy had taken place?
See, Meenakshi, if you, as you have analyzed the diagram video for representative purpose for our viewers, you can see that there are two main lines, and at the center of that particular diagram video, and then there are two loop lines on the on the top and on the bottom of that particular video. So let's say I'm just giving you an example, and for our viewers understanding. So if train A, that is 12841, the Coromandel Express from Havra to Chennai, is going on the first, that is the up line, is going on the up line. So there is a signal error there, as part of that note states clearly that first the signal was given and then the signal was taken off. So what exactly happened with that signal going off from green signal to red, and what exactly led to train going on the loop side, that remains an unanswered question as of now, and the railway officials are saying that that will be premature to gauge at this point of time, that what exactly led to train that went from the up line to the loop line. But that is the findings, preliminary findings, mind you. this notes deals with says that it went on the loop line. There a stationary freight train was there, and it rammed into that freight train. So this is what is saying that started this whole tragic accident in the Balasore district. After that, railway officials are saying that what their understanding and their experience of dealing with the railway accidents and whenever railway collision happens, they are saying that because the accident happened in the collision happened in very high speed, such as in excess of 120 km per hour, the coaches, some 10 to 15 coaches, went on to the the down line, which can be seen as the third line of the diagram video, Meenakshi. So on that part, 10 to 12 coaches were there, on which 12864 from Yaswantpur to Havra Superfast Express was about to come in few moments. There was not enough time. This notes does not deals with that, unfortunately, but we are learning. But there was lack of time on the part of the railway officials on that time, and this led to another collision between the coaches of 12864 and the coaches that were lying after a collision with that freight train on that particular down line. And then some 10 to 12 coaches of Coromandel Express and Yaswantpur Havra Superfast Express. That led to this a complicated mess around that accident site that our viewers must have seen in the pictures. That is the reason the scene at that particular accident site looks so complicated, because it was a cascading effect, so to say, and diagram is pretty much representative of the fact that how
Yes.
it transcended from the loop line to the up line, then to the down line. So this is what is suggestive.
Okay.
This note also suggests what one thing that I want to make it clear, that we are reporting on facts, and there is a lot to be done as far as the investigation is will come out,
Right.
and then only we can ascertain that what exactly happened that
Okay.
led to this tragic accident.
All right, Mayank, point taken, and also